I hope you're prepared to fight, Monarch. You'll be among the soldiers during tomorrow's fight. Regardless of your allegiance, I'm excited to see your abilities. I would be honored to know that you gave it your all. Either way, I thought it would be best to come meet you here. You're a guest in my castle, not a prisoner, as it may have seemed. It's just tradition for challenges. They're mostly issued at the castle. It ensures that the people involved in the fight can't back out. We take these battles very seriously, as you could tell. I hope we haven't issued any offense. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for your cooperation. With that said, I have a ball to enjoy.
You put up more of a fight than Sovey ever did. Where did you learn techniques like that, Shane? It almost feels like you're the teacher in this scenario.
You pick up a lot of stuff on the streets of Museo. Back when I was younger, it was either fight or die. A lot of the rebels are just like me, so get used to it.
Let me guess, you all banded together after the occupation. That means if I learn your weakness, I learn theirs. A weak strategy. All sharing the same fighting style?
Well, now I know why you wanted to spar so soon, and here I thought you might be warming up to me.
Don't flatter yourself, Shane.
Then stop giving me reasons to. I guess Sovey wasn't much of a fighter.
He used to be, but I could tell he always held back. There was doubt in his mind, and it clouded his judgment. I trusted it would go away, but you know what happened next.
Yeah, and he's paying for his mistakes. But you can trust me, Halin. I won't let you down. Remember what I did when we were in Museo.
You killed your former leader, your best friend. I don't need anything else from you, Shane. That proves your loyalty almost tenfold.
Good. So what do you think Sovey will do next? I mean, he's no longer welcome in Balteus, right?
I saw him wandering the halls before he left. It's funny. He might actually try to seek out the blade. He was saying something about Alarinthia over and over.
What makes him think it'll be in Alarinthia?
Well, the rebellion will try its hardest to survive. After what we did, it makes sense that they'd flee the mainland. They can't come here, so the only other option is Alarinthia.
Makes sense when you put it that way. Maybe he can regain his honor after all. But I have to ask, why aren't we going?
The rebellion will come here eventually. We have the home advantage if we sit and wait. There's no way they can overpower our army.
That's smart. So we're really doing this. We're going to end the rebellion.
And any more that may come. I sense a bright future for us, Shane. And we'll do it all. For the Triumvirate.
Yeah, for the Triumvirate.
Oh, this place is incredible. Draku sure knows how to throw a party. What about you, Ulrich? Having fun?
Draku was my enemy, Valessa. We're practically being held prisoner. Despite that, yeah, I'm having a good time.
I could tell, actually. How many drinks is that? 5? You don't want to fight with a hangover, do you?
It wouldn't be the first time. I've taught myself to fight in any state of being. Just something you learn to do when you're as old as I am.
And how old is that?
Old enough. Besides, I doubt I'll have much trouble tomorrow. Even if I fought Draku while drunk, I could take him down. So don't worry about my well-being. I've got this.
You can fight while you're drunk, too?
Of course. It actually makes things easier. Your movements are sloppy and unpredictable. That's all you need to confuse and overpower your opponent.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. That's a pretty unique fighting style. You'll be sober tomorrow, though, right?
Depends on how tonight goes. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just go and have a good time, alright?
Alright, if you say so. This is gonna be super interesting. 2 undefeated men, locked in combat.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put on a good show for you. It's like a sport. Everybody will be watching intently. You better cheer for me. I'll be listening, Valessa.
Sure.
So, Pro, are you having a good time?
Of course. All according to plan. I know Ulrich is mad, but he'll get over it. We can win this without either of us dying.
Yeah, just take out the leader, right? Ulrich is stubborn, though, so be careful. I think he might actually try to kill you.
I've been watching him spar for years. I'll be fine. I know exactly how he operates. The best weapon is knowledge, right?
You remembered my lessons.
How could I forget? It'll help me win this battle. I know it. Make sure to cheer me on, all right?
I think I'd like to remain silent, actually. I can't be taking sides at a time like this. As long as we get an alliance, I'm happy.
Oh, come on. Not even gonna clap for me. I'll remember that when you give another speech.
I think my days of giving speeches are over, Pro. That honor belongs to the monarch now. But I'm sure they'd say the same as me.
Man, I hate how neutral everybody is acting. Sometimes it's all right to take a side.
Well, it's not that I'm not taking a side. It's more like, I shouldn't gossip to you. You're a combatant. It'd affect your morale.
What an interesting way to tell me that you side with Ulrich. Sometimes not saying something tells me all I need to hear.
Now you're just putting words in my mouth. The only person I tell is the monarch.
Interesting.
What?
You're not the first person to unconditionally trust the monarch. Perhaps I could use that to my advantage in the future.
I think this is where I get back to the party. This whole scheming business isn't really for me, but I doubt the monarch would abuse their role for you.
You're probably right, Damek. They'd have to do it without knowing. Just imagine the swindling I could do.
Do we know how to throw parties or what?
Who do you mean by we?
Our people, like the pure ones. We're different civilizations, remember? Did the old monarchy party like this?
This line of questioning is pointless. Why do you wish to know such trivial information?
It's what friends do, Hal. Haven't you ever heard of hanging out? You just talk to each other about everything.
Well, the old monarchy did party. And to be honest, there isn't much difference. Do you see this as a sort of competition?
Not exactly. Well, maybe? It's always cool to know you have the most fun. Do you not compare yourself to other people?
That would be a waste of time. There is no benefit in being like other people. We simply wish to be ourselves. Unique.
See? This is what friends do. They just talk. Keep going, Hal. Tell me what's on your mind. You don't need a specific topic or anything.
We would ask, why you consider us a friend? Does the world benefit from this conversation? Is there a purpose to this sort of interaction? Perhaps we should talk about the matter at hand. There is much to discuss about Vivian and Draku.
Nope, we can't talk about that. That's work stuff. We're here to unwind.
Another concept we do not understand. Every moment we waste, the enemy gets stronger.
It's not a waste, though. If our bond grows stronger, then so do we. It's important to get along with your comrades, Hal.
Very well. We will try. This party is an interesting experience. Are you having a good time, Fortame?
There we go. Now you're doing it right. Just a few more steps and you'll be ready to dance.
We would rather die.
Why do they need to put alcohol in everything? These pastries would be fine on their own, you know. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. The locals are sure eating this stuff up, though. Call me old-fashioned, but food and drink should stay separate. If this is a delicacy around here, then Alarenthia isn't really my place. But you gotta eat, right? This isn't the kind of place you want to go hungry. I never thought I'd miss some of the food back in Valinor. But enough about that. Are you having a good time, Monarch? Aside from the whole Coliseum business, of course. That's for sure. Everybody seems so happy. It almost makes you forget where we are. I never pictured Alarenthia as peaceful. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I talked to Alex a little more on the way here. You know, to learn a little bit more about our parents. Part of me was hoping to hear something positive. You know, like they were paragons of virtue or something. Thought maybe, just maybe, they were good people. Sorry, the music kind of cut me off. Right, I was talking about our parents. I learned so much about them on the trip here. Just a quick warning, it's not the best atmosphere for this story. I mean, talking about pirates doesn't exactly fill one with joy, but I think it's important to know more about our families. Like I said, I was hoping to hear some good news. I always pictured our parents as these perfect, heroic people. But it turns out they really weren't. They were bad people, Monarch. I know pirates get involved in shady things, but they embraced it. Killing, stealing, smuggling, you name it. They were legends in Mazeo. They had a whole network operating for them while they were back home. That's how they managed to have a presence in both nations at once. I went to Mazeo every month or so to inspect their operations in person. Explains how they managed to raise us and balance their double lives. Maybe it's for the best that they passed on when they did. The village and Salus raised us. They gave us our sense of morals. I can't say I'd be too happy if I inherited the morals of our parents. They could have dragged us into the life of piracy as we grew up, too. That would be dangerous. We could have died years ago, you know? If you died, then right now, the world would have no hope at all. So, maybe the occupation was meant to happen. It's guided us to where we are now. Shaped us into who we've become. If we let them shape us, then I have no idea where we'd be right now. It's so weird, since children usually aspire to be like their parents. But right now, I'm using them as a roadmap on what not to do. All I can do is dedicate my life to being better people than them. Maybe that can undo some of the damage they've done. Because I know they tore families apart. They killed and robbed. Some would say that, in the end, being murdered was their justice. But I don't think death is a good form of justice. They should have gotten a chance to make up for their crimes. With them gone, I feel like it's our job to do what they couldn't. So, that's something else I'm going to fight for. I'll make up for the damage our parents inflicted. I'll give the world peace, so no one has to feel pain. We'll make a world that doesn't need people like our parents. A world that treats everyone with unconditional love and equality. No one will have to live in poverty or turn to a life of crime. Nobody deserves to be a victim of circumstance. To have their life determined by the world around them? No, it's not it at all. We shape the world, not the other way around. So let's shape it into something beautiful. A place where no one has to resort to being evil. I'm sure our parents were introduced to it somehow. It's not like they woke up one day just wanting to be pirates. Maybe it was their parents before them, or some close friends. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? We'll make the cycle end with us. And we'll start a new cycle. One of peace, happiness, and prosperity. One where our children can live full, happy lives. When we get back to Museo, I want to see their old hideout. And I'd really like it if you'd come with me, Monarch. It'll give me a sense of closure. And let me move on. I never thought I'd learn more about our parents in this journey. And I'm even more surprised that it's a truth I never expected. But if I could go back and never learn it, well, I wouldn't. It gives me the drive to become a better person. And it really makes me appreciate everything I have. Including you, Monarch. I could never do this alone. I'll let you go and tend to some business, Monarch. I should probably talk to Fortum about this stuff too. He deserves to know about his parents just as much as us.
Hey there, Monarch. I hope you're having a good time. I mean, given the circumstances, of course. I can imagine it's hard to have fun when you know what's coming. Actually, forget I said that. I don't want to ruin your experience. I'm just airing my own grievances. Forgive my venting. You know, I've been thinking. I faced death back in Museo, and I'll face it tomorrow. After that, I'll just go on to face it again when we attack Balteus. I could die tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after. So I keep asking myself, what should I do before I die? A lot comes to mind, but a few are very important to me. I want to go back to where it happened, Monarch. Back to the place where I spent the last moments with my mother. I've never been back there since I grabbed that pendant. I was scared. Just thinking about that place made it seem like it was happening all over again. I can't even imagine what would happen if I went back there for real, you know? It's easy to avoid since the town square is quite large, but I'm done avoiding things. I could have died back in those tunnels, Monarch. Something like that really puts things into perspective. If I die, I want to make sure I've lived life to the fullest. So that means there's a few things I'd like to do. Most importantly, I'd like to go back to where I lost my mother. I don't want that place to hold power over me. I want the power. You already know about some of my other fears too, but it'd be ill-mannered of me to request your help for those. So, about Museo, I'd just like a good friend to be by my side. Can you say something, Monarch? I don't know if I can handle such an awkward silence. All of them? Then that means... You know what? I'll let you take the lead on that one. We're a long way from Museo after all. I can be patient. Well, that's pretty much all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing, unless there's anything else you had to say before you go. Of course, it was nice to chat with you. Come see me when we get back to the mainland. Hopefully we'll have time for some final errands. I'd hate to go right from here to Balteus. We need a final reprieve before we end all of this. No regrets. Just in case we don't survive the war.
Yes, fulfill your purpose. Do what you were meant to do.
It's your turn, Monarch. We're transporting you to the Coliseum one by one. That way you're less inclined to try and escape us. You'll be the last one, so it's almost time to fight. I'd advise not wasting much time, but head to the Coliseum when you're ready. You'll be followed by myself and a few guards. Oh, and good luck. You'll need it. The entire nation will be watching and cheering, but whether it's for your victory or demise remains to be seen.
The evolution of tournaments. Initially, rulers of Alarinthia were decided during a simple one-on-one battle, but citizens quickly realized that this was not the best way to gauge a potential ruler's true strength. They needed to add more. This is when the champion system came into play. Each fighter would elect a champion to fight by their side. This would not only test their offensive powers, but show how they handled defensive maneuvers as well. They'd have to fight their enemy and their enemy's champion while also protecting themselves and their champion. This made battles much more fun. Later on, the reserve forces came into play. Each leader would bring a force of about 20 or 30 men into battle with them. This was to make sure they knew how to lead an army efficiently as well. What started out as simple fights to the death have evolved into a full-on sport. Leaders must display their ability to fight, to defend, and to command an army. This ensures that Alarinthia is always in the best possible hands. Only the most competent warriors can win.
Well, here we are. If you head on inside, you'll find your allies. After that, you'll all be escorted to a private room. You'll have a few moments to prepare once you're in there, but I'd say within the next hour or two, the battle will be over. They don't last very long if both sides have prepared enough. You may wonder why I'm doing this, even though you sided against me. The answer to that is, it's in my nature to show my enemies some kindness. I do not kill in cold blood. I will mourn you and honor your memory, Monarch. It is a noble thing to die for your beliefs. Perhaps your memory will inspire future generations. Generations that can go on to be killed, just like you. I do not expect to lose to Vivian. I've killed far stronger men than him. Some would call you foolish for your choice. But I am not one of those people. As I said, I treat my enemies with kindness. You may have realized it, but that's why I held the ball. But the ball is over, so I must find another way to be kind. And that is showing you a swift, painless end in the Coliseum. You wish to die for your beliefs. It would be my honor to aid you.
It shouldn't be longer than a few more hours, but I have to ask, what brings you to Alarinthia?
It's probably better for you not to know. I don't want to involve people in my problems.
Involve away. What else are we going to do? You paid me tenfold to take you and you alone. How can you expect me not to question that?
I expect you to do the job you're paid for. Anything else is unnecessary. Don't you agree?
Look, the way I see it, we're friends here. If you need a ferryman back, I'd love to help you out. Treat me with a cold shoulder and you could get stranded.
Is that a threat?
Of course not. I'm just curious. Here, let's start with the basics. What kind of work do you do? You already know what I do for a living. Don't you think I deserve to know as a courtesy? I don't care if you're breaking the law or anything like that.
No, I'm not breaking the law. But honestly, I don't know how to answer your question. I guess you could say that I'm between things right now.
And why is that?
I thought it was time to seek out better opportunities.
In Alarinthia?
To be honest, I have no idea. I just know some people who might be there. Talking to them should get things on the right track.
And what line of work are you in?
I guess you could say I seek out information. Nothing pleases me greater than learning the truth. But the people I worked for were far less than honest.
Lied to by your bosses? Join the club. They'll do anything to save face and get their way. That's part of why I work on my own now. I get you. Is that what you were so worried to open up about? Trust me, almost everybody knows what that's like. I hope your next opportunity is more fruitful.
I can only hope.
So what did they lie to you about?
Everything.
Then I can see why you'd run away.
Excuse me?
I just mean, it's totally understandable.
I'm not running away. I'm doing what's right.
Sometimes running away is the right thing to do.
I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't mean to start something on your boat. Once we get to Alarinthia, you'll never see me again.
There's no need to go that far. Don't misunderstand me, I've got your back. You're not the only man who's run away, you know. Why else do you think I live at sea? Sometimes I don't set foot on land for weeks at a time. I prefer to be out here, where I live on my own terms. I'm free.
Free, hmm?
Yeah, there's no better way to live. Imagine not being shackled by higher-ups. You're fully capable of making your own decisions.
That would be wonderful. I've been a subordinate for my entire life. I think it's finally time that I carved my own path.
I can't believe how cool this place is. Too bad I can't actually enjoy it. I'm super stressed. I'm really worried that we might lose somebody today.
Have we actually worked out who's fighting? I mean, which of our members are joining Draku's reserve forces? The leader and the champion we know, but what about everyone else?
Ulrich fights with Vivian. Pro fights with Draku. Vivian's reserve forces are part of his own army. Draku's reserve forces will borrow from our army. We believe using our created seers will be the best idea. We wouldn't want to put any of our main members at risk. If we win, our allegiance will make this sacrifice worthwhile. It is unfortunate that we will have to kill our own, but we cannot change what Pro has set in motion. All we can do is try to focus on taking Draku's life. As for Valessa's question, the Monarch will fight among Vivian's reserve forces. It is important for a leader to fight for their beliefs. No delegation at times like this. This means that several of our key members will be put in harm's way. It may be impossible for us to avoid the loss of our reserve forces, but we may be able to win without losing any of our comrades. We must simply focus on the lives of Vivian and Draku. Do your best to kill Draku before any harm can come to Pro or Ulrich. We have the option to mitigate our losses, so we must take it.
So you'll be safe, Hal? Along with myself and Fortum? What about Damek? He ran off with Pro and Ulrich.
I suppose we'll find out. We should head to the private rooms and prepare. The battle will be starting in a matter of minutes.
Let's go ask him ourselves, Monarch. This whole ordeal is kind of confusing. For a while, I was scared I'd have to fight.
Yeah, same. And I was really worried. But now I feel bad that I'm just going to watch. This whole situation is so messed up.
It is less than ideal, yes, but we cannot change our circumstances. Let us gather together for last-minute preparations. Only by preparing for the coming storm can we avoid tragedy. If we stand here any longer, the odds of losing our comrades will grow. Do not let the enemy get the upper hand. That has happened enough.
What are they doing?
Oh yes, we read about this in a book. They write who they support on a piece of parchment. When they throw it in, the flame continues to burn.
So the flame is only burning during matches?
Yes, their desire for change is the catalyst. They light these flames with their hope for the future. It is anonymous too, so you can support whoever you wish. After the battle ends, the flame dwindles and turns to ash. A clean slate for the victor. That is what this symbolizes.
That's pretty cool. Want to get some parchment, Hal?
Sure, if you would like to partake, we can see if the victor lines up with our wishes.
I sure hope so.
We knew you'd be there, Monarch. A few steps backward, as always. But away from what? Do you fear us? No, you mustn't. You still choose to talk with us. Join us, and we shall look into the flames together. Like our vision, it is always changing, never the same. We've thought about this a lot since we talked on the boat. I know what you're feeling, Monarch. We felt the same when our vision first went astray, but now we find ourselves asking, is it actually astray? Seeing both the future and the past. Is it really bad? For example, we see Draku win the battle, but also Vivian. We see Pro fall, and Ulrich fall. We even see a future where you fall. Instead of seeing only ahead, we see in every direction. It is almost like a natural evolution to the power we hold. If we can learn to control this, it would be a tremendous boon. The same goes for the visions of the past. Different outcomes, different information, secrets revealed. What if we could search these alternate paths for information? Let us look at the attack on the Rebel HQ in Mazio. Perhaps a past exists where Damek found out about it. Not useful now, but I think you see what we're suggesting. try to master this ability before the final battle. If we can gain any useful information, it would aid our attack on Baltius, especially if it can help us uncover any traitors within our ranks. The more we think about it, the more it makes sense. In the Rebel HQ, you were as lambs to the slaughter. The Triumvirate must have been tipped off somehow. Rest assured that if there is a traitor, we will find them. After that, their fate and punishment is yours to decide. It is unlikely that Shane is the only turncoat among you. Bro even walks along the path of disloyalty, siding with Draku. And making things more complicated, we will keep a closer eye on him. He's most suspicious. There is more to this story than we know. We hope that in the end, an alliance is formed. We would prefer to leave this nation as soon as possible. An endless cycle of death, creating strength. Each leader falls to someone stronger than themselves. Through death and sacrifice, Alarinthia gains power. We would prefer to gain power through other means. When you rule this world, Monarch, please consider this. Do not walk down a path similar to the Triumvirate. The occupation was a prime example of their nature. They kill others to gain strength, to ensure they rule. It would pain us to see you become like that. It truly would. Because you may follow after them without even knowing it. For now, that is all we have to say. There are no other concerns. Next time we talk, perhaps more will have come to light. At least, we hope.
Stop being so stubborn, Ulrich! We can do this without killing each other. Just focus on the leader. That's all you need to do.
I don't think you heard me the first time. There's nothing I won't do to secure victory. That means if I have to kill you, I will. And there's no way you're going to convince me otherwise. The future of my nation is at stake. Your life means nothing to me.
Look, we can figure something out. There's no need for either of you to die. I'll be fighting down there too, so...
Stop controlling everything, Damek. This isn't even your army anymore. You need to start acting that way.
But...
No, this army belongs to the Monarch. He's the one that will be fighting down there. Besides, planning like that is against the rules. It's a fight to the death, no matter what. Conspiring to prevent that displays a lack of honor. I may want to overthrow this tradition, but I won't mock it.
Mutual respect. That wasn't something I expected, Ulrich. There's nothing I enjoy more than an honorable opponent. It almost makes up for the attempted crashing my ball. But it doesn't mean I'll go easy on you. Where is Vivian, by the way? Did he run?
No, he's in a separate room. Something about meditating before the fight. I leave him be until it's time to do this. Speaking of which, may I request some time with my comrades? If the battle is starting soon, then some farewells may be in order.
Of course. I didn't mean to intrude. As soon as you're ready, we will begin. I'll be in the lobby while I wait for you all.
Okay, so let's go over this situation before the fight begins. We need to make sure we understand exactly what's going down. The upcoming alliance will ensure our attack on Balteus hits hard. I'm fighting alongside Draku as his champion. The fight is over if either him or myself fall in combat. Our reserve forces will consist of the created seers. On the other hand, Ulrich is fighting alongside Vivian as his champion. The Monarch will fight in Vivian's reserve forces alongside his army. It may not be as strong as Draku's, but Vivian isn't about strength. If Draku wins, the nation will stay exactly the same. But if Vivian wins, he will lead Alarinthia in a new direction. Hopefully, one that allies itself with the new monarchy. Someone will die here today. Either Vivian, Draku, myself, or Ulrich. But these deaths will not be in vain. They will give our army incredible strength. Their lives will help us reshape this world. Or mine. I'm ready to die for this too. We wouldn't stand a chance if we attacked Balteus on our own. An alliance is necessary. This is the best way we can get it. One life taken here today is worth it to change all of Alestia. To finally take this world back from the Triumvirate. We must simply hope that the Monarch made the right choice. If there even is a right choice in this type of situation. For example, our allegiance with Vivian isn't guaranteed. If Draku wins, he won't offer us his men. We sided against him. It's a good possibility, given his reputation in the Coliseum. That about sums it up. Me, Ulrich, and the Monarch need to go to the arena. Everyone else will be given seats to watch us fight. If this is the last time I see you all, then goodbye. It was an honor serving you and fighting for freedom. I can only hope that you gain that freedom in the end.
I don't have much to say. I just wanted to get rid of Draku. I'm not very good at farewells either, so I won't waste your time. Good luck in the future, all of you. I hope to see you again.
The created seers are already waiting by the arena. I'll take everyone to our seats so we can watch you fight. I guess it's on you now, Monarch. Head to the arena.
Do you really need to rush into it like this? Can't you take some time to prepare? Then train?
That would be impossible. Alarinthia takes these battles very seriously. Delaying it would insult the honor of all participants.
Screw honor then! I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet. There's still so much we need to do.
Then don't say goodbye. Simply hope that he survives this battle. Cheer him on from the sidelines. Support him.
I guess that's all we can really do. Things will work out for the best. I know it. We're due for some good luck by now. Should we go take our seats?
Yeah, we probably should. Monarch, good luck.
Hey, don't touch that! It's mine! Plan to use it during the upcoming battle. Never touch a weapon that's not your own.
The Grand Library. Located in Balteus, the Grand Library is something of an anomaly. While many say it contains literature about Alestia's entire history, nobody has ever actually set foot inside. Rumors of a mysterious man tending to the books are rampant. Could such a collection really be under the watch of one individual? Furthermore, what are the books actually about? Members of the Triumvirate's honor guard ensure that nobody but this mystery man enters the library. But who could he be? Just what is the Triumvirate protecting?
Look, I'm sorry for making things complicated. I've been getting looks from everybody. They hate me. I put my life at risk and foolishly offered our own army. We need that army for our final attack on Balteus. Everybody thinks I've condemned us to death, but it's not true. This situation is super complicated and their vision is so narrow. I wish this didn't have to happen right now. Especially after we've been growing closer as friends. I'm guessing that this is it for our friendship, isn't it? Wait, seriously? Thank you. Oh, I was so scared you'd cut things off. I really value our bond, Monarch. I swear. You sided with Vivian, so this was a total gamble. It's good to know that we can endure a difference in opinion. Ulrich wasn't giving me the same courtesy. I think he'd even kill me. But I guess I can understand why he'd do that. This isn't just about an alliance to him. This is his home. He wants to change it for the better, like we all do with Alestia. I know this whole situation is really confusing. To be honest, I don't even know every little detail. But as long as we all trust each other, it'll work out. Thank you so much, Monarch. I know there isn't much time, so we need to get going. But that's all I needed to talk about. I'm good to go. After this battle, we'll have a long chat. There's so much I need to tell you, but I just can't right now. I promise that at the end of the day, this will all make sense.